All right, guys. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to start your project. This is for the magnet design, which uses a laser engraver. When you create your file, finish your project in SketchUp, I'll have directions on how to send that to me, since I have to be the one that operates the laser engraver. The laser engraver is behind my desk. You'll see it's kind of red, gray, and white colored. And if you want to know more about what that does, you need to look at the laser engraver video that I put on Google Classroom. Kind of show you how a laser engraver works, which would be good because it kind of helps you on some ideas on what to start with. First thing, though, is when you make your laser engraver project, it needs to be 3 inches by 3 inches, no bigger. I wouldn't go much smaller than that either. It gets too tiny. But definitely don't go bigger than that. So make sure you are in 3 inch by 3 inch, whatever you make, whether it be a square or circle. By the way, I am in the woodworking inches template. That's why it looks white like this. Feel free to use the other one you've been using, but if you'd like to use this one, it works well. So I'm going to go ahead and make a rectangle here. And I'm going to make this 3 inches, comma 3 inches. Enter. And let's try that again. All right, there we go. And the important thing to know about the laser engraver is it only does 2D things. So everything needs to be flat. You cannot do three-dimensional stuff, really. So I'm going to click top view here and be looking at my project from above. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that. And if there's an image that you want to kind of replicate or copy, you can bring it into SketchUp. You can't actually laser engrave the image, though. You can use it to kind of trace over to make your own. Think of it as like tracing paper. So if I want to bring in an image, you'll need to save it off the internet onto your 32 drive. I've already done that. And to bring it into the project, you're going to go to File, Import. Okay, and I've got a bunch of images here. This is the one that I want. If nothing shows up in your 32 drive, you need to look down here and see what it's set to. If you remember what your image was, I think mine was a JPEG, I believe. Click that and it should show up the images that you had. Now, this one, I thought it was a JPEG, but I guess maybe it wasn't. So that's kind of what gets confusing here. I think mine was a PNG. Let me go ahead and do that. Yep, there it is. All right, so I'm going to select that. Also, you want an image that's got a high resolution. Mine was like above 1,000 times 720. If your image is like down below like 300 by 300, it's not going to look good. It's going to be all fuzzy and kind of not great. So I'm going to click Import. Okay, and you can see here, here's my image. And this gets some getting used to is trying to place it where you want it. I'm going to place it here, but then you can resize it. So it kind of, you'll have to mess around with it and try to get it how you want it. You know, I can make it big. I want it to be on this square. So about right there is good. Okay, now you'll notice it doesn't appear to be there. Let's back up here. Let's get back to where I was. All right, let me do that again. Let's see, top view, file, import. There it is. Okay. Now, when you resize it, it might be off the object. That's fine. Like there, I've just made it. I can move it onto my object. Okay. And really the only purpose of moving it onto your object is to make sure that it actually is in that 3x3 size that you want. So I cannot laser engrave this image. If I want to laser engrave this image, I have to trace over it, and then we can delete this image later. So there's different ways to do that. You know, if it's a circle or something, you know, for this ball, I can try using the circle tool to make my ball, you know, as good as I can. Okay, and that doesn't show up so well. This is really kind of new territory for me. So you guys are going to be kind of exploring some good ways to do it. And might teach me something. You can use, you know, the pencil tool and try to trace around the edges here. You can mess around with some of these other like freehand tools and things like that. Okay. Anyway, that kind of will get you started. I know you're going to have a lot of questions as we go. I've got questions right now as well. You can type text. I would certainly choose an image that is simple. This one here, it might be a little too complex. I would choose something maybe with a little bit less detail. This could be something you'd be working weeks on, not knowing exactly what to do. Once you do trace it, though, you know, you can remove it. Okay, you can see there's that ball that I created. Obviously, I need to do a lot more than that. But this can be laser engraved. This picture over here cannot. So that's kind of the main thing I wanted to show you. So good luck. I'll help you when you need it, and we'll kind of learn this together.